I'm going to save my next fact for after Erik's speech. Today, Erik is our second speaker, and he'll be completing his third speech to complete his third project to complete the requirement for his Advanced Communicator Silver. Today's theme comes from the manual Storytelling, and the assignment is the moral of the story. Please welcome Erik as he presents Oak Branch Soup. Erik.
Wow. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for letting me tell you today's story. Once, there was a group of travelers. My computer might have gone to sleep. Oh. I may not have turned this on. One of the two. So there's a group of 3 travelers. Tom, Paul, and Gary. Rumor has it they might have been former soldiers, but I'm unsure. Anyways, these gentlemen were traveling from South Florida en route to get to Georgia, but they weren't traveling in the more traditional sense. They weren't going by car or by airplane. They were going pretty much by foot. They were hiking, sometimes hitchhiking. Once in a while, they even hopped on a train to get where they were going. Well, they reached a point in Florida a little bit north of Ocala, a small little town. They decided it was going to get dark soon. Maybe they should settle down and prepare a camp for the night. When they enter the town, one of the town members comes to them and says, "Hey, welcome. What are you guys doing here?" And they said, "Well, they told them the story. We've been traveling. We'd really like to set up camp here, stay the night. We'll be out of your way by morning. And hopefully, we're hoping that maybe one of you has a little bit of extra food to spare, because we've run short on supplies and we don't have much to eat." Well, the town was very poor, actually. They've been hit by a drought. The economy took a nosedive. The townsperson explained, he said, "I'm sorry, we barely have 2 nickels to rub together. You're more than welcome to stay in our park, but as far as food, I don't have anything to share with you, and I'm pretty sure none of the other townspeople do either." So the men were pretty adroit, actually. Tom pulled from his backpack a very large stock pot. He says, "That's okay. We won't worry about getting food from the town people. We're going to go ahead and make ourselves a batch of Oak Branch soup." The townsperson goes, "Oak Branch soup? What is that? I've never heard of Oak Branch soup. It's a very satisfying meal. All you need is water." And he sent Gary out to get some water to fill the stock pot from the river. "And all you need is a couple branches from an oak tree. And there's lots of oak trees in the state of Florida, so there's no shortage of those." We sent Paul to go get those branches. As they were gathering the supplies, Tom built a small fire. When he came back, put the pot on the fire to get the water boiling, and he threw the branches in the pot. So the townsperson, got a little curious. He said he decided he would stick around and see kind of how this soup came out. And he called a couple of his friends from across town to come see this spectacle, because it was definitely very interesting to see what these guys were making. So the soup is going. Tom decides, he says out loud, he says, "You know what? The soup is coming along really good. But what would really help is if we added a little bit of salt and pepper." Well, one of the townspeople goes, "Salt and pepper? I have plenty of that in my house. It's not going to cost me anything for me to give you some of that." So he went home and got some salt and pepper, gave it to the guys, and they threw it in the pot. And then Gary says, "You know what? A bay leaf would be really awesome. Add a little more spice to the broth, a little flavor." And another one of the townspeople says, "Hey, I have a bay tree in my yard. It's not going to cost me anything. I'll go get you a couple babies." "Thank you." Goes home and gets it, puts it in the pot. Tom says, "You know what? This soup is really coming together now. It'd be really tasty if we had a little cabbage, a little vegetable texture to add to the broth." One of the townspeople goes, "Oh, I have a couple extra cabbages in my refrigerator. I'll go home and get you one." no problem. They're very cheap vegetables. It's not going to set me back to lend you some of my vegetables. So this is going more and more. The townspeople see this curious sight of these men standing around a boiling pot of water, and more people are showing up, and they get to talking. They fill them in on the details. So another one of the travelers says, "Hey, this soup would be really good as is, but if we added some carrots, that would just take it up a notch." One of the townspeople said, "Hey, I got a couple extra carrots." This continues with some celery, some onions, and it gets to the point where pretty much the whole town was here. The population was very small, less than 50 people. So almost the whole town was at this gathering watching these men make oak branch soup. The last people to show up were a couple of the city council members and the mayor. When one of the travelers mentions, "Hey, you know, if we only had some noodles, that would make this oak branch soup just that much better." And the city council member says, "Hey, I have lots of pasta in my house. I'll go get you some." And then they say, "Hey, how about some beans or some lentils? That would just add a little protein, a little more vegetable characteristic to the broth." Another city council member says, "I got those at home. I'll go get it." So he goes home and gets it and throws it in the pot. And then they finally say, "The only missing thing in this soup that would just take it to the next level is we had a little meat." And that's where the mayor says, "You know what? I'm not a very rich person, but I do like to hunt, and I occasionally go out and hunt, and I like to stockpile a little bit of extra meat in my freezer. So I'll go home. I have some. I'll bring some. I'll donate it to your soup." So the soup boils up. The meat cooks. They have a delicious stew, a huge pot of stew, and they had enough that they were able to share with every single person in the town. So that day, everybody had a very satisfying meal. Everybody got to enjoy the oak branch soup. Moral of the story? You may be thinking to yourself, how did these guys get away with making such a great dish with only an oak branch and some water? Well, you know very well that they didn't. There was a lot of extra ingredients. But the moral really is that when a community works together for the greater good, they can all accomplish something amazing. And that's what they did that day. Everybody pitched in just a little bit and created an amazing meal. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, Erik.